Hey guys, what up? It's your boy Con TDK, Mr. So Real, and in this week's good or garbage, we got nothing but crap. Real talk, there's nothing but it's like so much trash this week that it's really not even funny. I don't know what to tell you guys. There's probably like one or two things maybe you might want to consider, but not a lot. If you were looking for that armor, you can forget about it. There are no, I guess, mods that will give you that. You missed out if you didn't get it last week. So let's get on into this and show you guys what is going on with good or garbage. Alright, now with the special blueprints vendor, scrolling down, the first item that is for sale is the classic RPK 74 light machine gun, the converted USC submachine gun, the stamina gloves, the electronics backpack, the angle grip, and the holographic sight. Then we have the last two. We have the firearms gear mod. If you don't have your firearms gear mods, you may want to pick one of those up, plus the performance gear mod. So these are all of the blueprints that they have this week. If you don't have firearms, you should probably pick that up. If you want to roll performance, just to make sure that you can customize your character the way that you want, particularly if you like sticky bombs or if you like flame turrets, then you can customize it to make sure that you have exactly the mods that you want. You may want to pick these two up. The rest of the stuff I'm not really seeing be all that great. Angle grip is good if you want stability. I highly recommend it for the ACR last week. If you don't have the angle grip, you may want to pick one of those up. But the rest of this stuff is kind of meh. So let's keep it moving and go over to the vendor. All right, now at the special equipments vendor, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. He's got garbage all the way down from top to bottom, nothing but garbage. Now, my reasoning behind this is the Liberator, as good as it can be, it has 23% enemy armor damage, and that is a number you really need to keep in mind when you're talking about your ARs. It is what it is. It has competent, dominant, and talented, but it's the Liberator. So, you know, that doesn't change. Now, this first wave vector, looking at it, you may say, hey, it's got fierce, it's got brutal, it's got swift. This isn't too bad. But the problem is the critical hit damage is a bit low for my liking. It gets all the way up to 30, I believe it's 39 or somewhere around there. So you want to get the best that you can get for things like that, which is the other reason why the LVOA-C, although this week's version has some amazing talents, it has vicious, it has deadly, it has destructive, but the enemy armor damage is only at 18. I believe that's the lowest it can get, and that is pathetic. Don't do it. Don't buy it. I don't recommend it. Stay away from this. It's garbage. Now, moving down, we have the Super 90 and the classic M44 and the military L86. Now these, I don't recommend any of those, and to be quite frank with you, the rest of the stuff that is being sold for the gear pieces, they're no good. They're pretty much garbage. None of the base talents are worth anything. This Spec Ops holster has the best base talent for its health, and that is it. The firearms is kind of mediocre, and the electronics is very poor. Plus, it only has recovered, so I don't recommend this at all either. Now, the gloves, everyone likes to have good gloves, but they are not in the base of operations. There's nothing, seriously guys, there's nothing being sold worth picking up in the base this week. The large suppressor almost faked me out. It's got 18 crit hit damage, 3% crit chance, and 2.5 stability with 50% reduced threat, which sounds good, but the thing is, large suppressors, you can usually use these for your heavier weapons, and headshot damage is probably preferred in my book. If you are speccing into crit, this may be okay for you, but I personally prefer headshot damage on my muzzles, but that's me. The rest of this stuff, there's really nothing going on, so let's go upstairs and see what they have for sale. Alright, now the poo-poo train continues. The advanced weaponry vendor has garbage. The named weapons, you already know what those are. The tactical vector has crap perks. The lightweight M4, once a favorite, again 18% enemy armor damage, is a no-go. The armor damage is that low, you might as well just forget about it. The sausage, I don't really recommend this one. The surplus SVD, No, this one's garbage as well. And this LMG, no. You might as well forget about it. Meticulous is nice, deadly is nice, but I really can't. Nah. But I will say this about this LMG. The 14% damage to targets out of cover is nice. I will say that. That is probably its saving grace. That plus having deadly on it is okay and meticulous, but I still can't sign off on this. Now the best mod that they have going on is this Omega sniper, well not sniper, this Omega rifle muzzle. It has 18% enemy armor damage, 3% crit chance, and 46% reduced threat, 2% accuracy. I would like to see the reduced threat a bit higher. Around 50 would have been great, similarly to the one downstairs. But 18% headshot damage is nice. If you're running Alpha Bridge, you may want to put this on one of the weapons that you don't use, just to have it on there. Yeah, or you could use it on whatever you are using, but just remember that it fits on the weapons that you see in my list. These are the ones that I have available. Before you buy things like this, make sure that it fits on the weapon that you use the most or the one that you intend to use it for. You may end up buying one and it doesn't fit, and then you kind of ass out. Now for the rest of the stuff, there's nothing really special. The best thing I can recommend here would either be this suppressor. If you need an LMG, 14% damage to targets out of cover ain't bad, but the talents just aren't really there. The rest of this stuff is straight up garbage. I don't recommend it. So let's go around to the rest of the base and see what other things they have available this week. Okay, now in the base of operations, the Dark Zone gear vendor has a pretty nice police M4. It has a base enemy armor damage of 23%. The base damage is not too bad at 21.5. It comes with Swift, Competent, and Brutal. Now the thing about this is Competent is a bit of a tricky talent to get unlocked. That 3800 electronics is a bit tough, but if you can swing it, this is not a bad talent to have. Getting that extra damage after using a skill is not too bad. Then you can re-roll Swift to either get rid of it or you can keep it. If you can't get Competent to roll, but you want that faster reload, Swift is not bad. If you're using this for Alpha Bridge, this could work out for you as well. Now the rest of the stuff that they have here is not that great. So let's keep it moving and go on to the next vendor and see what they have. Alright, now in East 42nd Street, there seems to be a sleeper. We've got the tactical sausage with some pretty crap perks. Don't recommend this, but this operator's mask. Yo! From experience, let me speak on this. The armor is at 991, which isn't too bad. It has a base of 1262 stamina, and as you know, I am a proponent of if it ain't 1250 and over, forget about it. But this is at 1262, which is really good. Now the talent that it has on it is enduring, and if you've never used this, enduring while in the last segment of health, your health continuously regenerates to fill up the segment. Now the way that this works, you can be in a really bad situation, and as long as you have enduring working for you, when you get into that last segment, if you take cover and chill out for a minute, your health will come back in that segment pretty quickly, and it can also spill over into the second segment to give you even more health. So if you start losing your health, I'd say like towards the beginning or midway into your last segment of health, you take cover, you can probably get it back up into the second segment of health to get back in there and get back to fighting. Now the other reason why I recommend this is because it also has a minor attribute of 8% enemy armor damage, which is great. Now the thing about it is it has a major attribute of damage to elites. If you want to keep that, go right ahead and do so. If you want to roll that for skill power or something else, you can go ahead and do that as well. This is a mask I would highly recommend that you at least try out. It is very good. I can't say enough good things about it. I do like enduring very much as a talent. Plus it has enemy armor damage. That is a double win, and on top of that, 1262 for the health. Come on, man, you got to do something about this. This is pretty damn good. Now moving on down, the rest of this stuff doesn't seem to be all that great, but again, I'd say if you have the DZ funds, check out that mask. It is really nice as long as you learn how to take cover, if that's not really your thing and you like to face tank. But if you do take cover and if you do snipe like I do, this can come in handy and get you out of some sticky situations and keep you alive. Alright, let's keep it moving. Alright guys, that is pretty much about it. Running through the Dark Zone, this is not too much happening, I can say, for this week. This was kind of a really sad week. There weren't too many good things that I could recommend, and not too many things that I was excited about. There were some good weapons that had some decent talents on them, but the overall package, when you think about, okay, do I really want to spend some money on this and make this part of my arsenal? A lot of it was no. And that was kind of why I didn't recommend too many things. I'm trying to be a little bit tighter about some of the things that I recommend, just because I want you guys to have the best of the best, so that you can go out there and be the best agents that you can be. And yeah, that there weren't that many great things. So that is all for this week. I am Khan, TDK, Mr. So Real. I'm gone.